Most of us know not to mess with snakes. They're basically at the top of the food chain. And that's probably what has led to some snakes getting a little cocky. They aren't always gonna win every fight, and we've got proof of that. From a cat protecting her babies to a mongoose versus a cobra, here are 23 painful moments when snakes mess with the wrong opponents caught on camera. Part 1. You'd think that a snake could have easily gotten the best of a rooster, but roosters are extremely territorial of their homes. A rooster will go so far as to sacrifice its own life to protect its flock. So going guns a-blazing inside this rooster's home turf wasn't such a good idea for this cobra. A rooster in India showed some real pluck when it obliterated a cobra that was trying to attack its flock. The snake tried desperately to catch a breath, but the rooster never gave it a chance, constantly pecking at it with no remorse. After carrying the snake away from the rest of the chickens, the rooster ended up swallowing it whole. Most mothers would do anything to protect their children, and that doesn't change in the wild for several species as well. A mother cat was sitting in a small dugout in a mound of dirt with her kittens when a snake approached. This could end badly, as kittens, and even cats, typically aren't a match for a giant python. At first, the python and the cat just stared each other down, both with their mouths wide open, hissing. Next thing you know, Mother Cat is launching an attack, all while her kittens look on in fear. She pounces on the snake, bites its head, and gives the snake its marching orders. Clearly defeated, it slithers away without anything for dinner. Cats can quickly become victims of snake attacks, but this fierce mother cat was not about to leave her kittens motherless, or see them be eaten. After all, young kittens are totally dependent on their mother for weeks. They don't even open their eyes until they are between a week and 10 days old. It then takes an additional 6 weeks for them to begin eating solid food, exploring, and learning to stand on their own 2 feet. Before we continue, if you like this video, please like, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now. Cottontail rabbits have been a long-time favorite snack for snakes and other predators. This is because they are virtually helpless when it comes to combat. They are slow and weak, but this rabbit in particular took its reputation to heart. When a snake wandered into her burrow and grabbed hold of her offspring, this mama rabbit wasn't about to let all the hard work that went into raising her babies go to waste by becoming the snake's lunch. As soon as she hears her baby squeak, this rabbit jumps into action. She drags the snake out of her nest and starts kicking it into a living pulp. The snake tries to crawl away, but cannot catch a break from the rabbit's kicks. Rabbits have incredibly strong legs and can seriously injure someone with their kicks. The snake eventually breaks away and tries to escape, but this fight was going to end on the rabbit's terms. She grabs a hold of the snake again and again. Every time it escapes, she viciously kicks it. Even though the mole snake isn't a venomous snake species, it's still a powerful constrictor. It can deliver some awfully painful bites. Once these become infected, they can result in the painful death of the wounded. If that were to happen, the mole snake might as well have been venomous. So, when it sets its sights on, let's face it, quite an optimistic target, that animal's gonna do all it can to prevent being bitten. In this instance, the mole snake has chosen a honey badger, and it's not gonna end well. In saying that, the mole snake is off to a great start by targeting the badger's head, which is its weak spot. But the badger isn't gonna take the attack lying down. He's ready to tackle the snake head on. The snake, realizing its mistake, tries to slither away, but the badger is now fully invested in this fight. It keeps dragging the snake back to him, delivering solid bites. Eventually, the badger manages to incapacitate the snake with a powerful bite to the snake's jaw. It's game over, and the battle has been lost. The Indian spectacled cobra can grow up to more than 7 feet in length. Their venom can kill a human in less than 30 minutes. Mongooses look like weasels, and weasels are prey for many large and powerful animals, like snakes, for example. But the mongoose isn't a weasel. They have long bodies and short ears, but they are primarily carnivorous with strong teeth that are more capable of taking down larger animals than you might think. So, when you see a mongoose taking on a cobra in a fight, it's actually not clear who would come out the winner. In saying that, it might surprise you to learn that even a powerful king cobra can fall victim to a cute, cuddly-looking mongoose. In part, this is because most mongooses can handle a bit of snake venom, whereas many other animals can't. They happen to make a glycoprotein that binds to the venom's protein and prevents a small amount of venom from having a debilitating effect. That certainly works in their favor. So, whenever videos are uploaded to the internet of these terrifying-looking cobras embroiled in battles with small, meek-looking mongoose, people are often in awe of what they see. It looks like an even battle to begin with both animals getting their bites in. But then, more often than not, the agility, strength, and sharp teeth of the mongoose make it the clear winner. Snapping turtles live for around 45 years in the wild, and you don't get to be that old without picking up a few life skills along the way. When it comes to dinner time, they certainly know how to pick the most substantial meal. A photographer and videographer, Carrie B. Wicks, took some amazing footage on his GoPro above and below the water, which showed a half-hour battle between a large snapping turtle and an equally as large water snake. Originally, he had simply noticed a water snake struggling to climb onto a concrete slab out of the water. Curious about what was going on, Carrie put on his GoPro and started videoing what was going on. That was when he discovered the snapping turtle was eating the snake for dinner. Tail first. It kept dragging the snake back to it until, eventually, the turtle pulled it under the concrete slab to finish it off. A snapping turtle's diet is pretty varied, so the snake was just unlucky that day. Alongside snakes, they also feast on plants, insects, frogs, small turtles and small mammals, birds, crayfish, and more. Rats are small, but we've learned from past experience not to underestimate them. I mean, just look at how they devastated the world in Eurasia, North Africa, and Europe with the bubonic plague. Sure, a simple rat trap and some beetles sort them out today, but there's no denying they can be a force to be reckoned with. As it turns out, a snake learned that the hard way. From literature, we've learned that rats are the meal of choice of many snakes. But they sure don't go down without a fight, especially not when their babies are at risk. A video was uploaded to the internet that showed a mother rat in a full-on battle with what looked like a non-venomous racer snake. The snake had turned up to take her baby, which is odd behavior for the snake in itself. Typically, they'll eat their prey right where they find it unless they are disturbed. It looks like that might be the case. The mother starts grabbing the snake's tail while it's still carrying her baby in its mouth. Fortunately, the snake ended up releasing her pup before she chased it away into the long grass. Hedgehogs aren't the first word that comes to mind after hearing the word vicious. But vicious is exactly what you would describe this tiny rodent as. When face to face with a viper, this hedgehog doesn't back down. Instead, it puffs up its body and spikes up to its razor-sharp spines. The snake makes one bad move, and the hedgehog bites its head clean off. If you liked this video, give us a like and let us know what you think in the comments. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they are uploaded. Thanks for watching and see you next time.